are with us today. Joan Rymeth and Rhonda Handsome are lo and behold. And here's Joan.
Rhonda, today I thought this is the authority day when we go back over time and we see when did we really begin to question authority? And it was pretty close to when authority probably wanted to question us. But at some point, in probably around 1948 or 9, maybe the third grade at PS 165, my mom had to write a letter to the principal excusing Joan from wearing a dog tag. This country now elects President Truman after Roosevelt. So I'm a child as Truman sees there's money to be made in war. And the next thing you know, we have an enemy, and that's Russia. So the progressives that brought in the New Deal, Truman has had enough of those. He's a real war economy. So who does he declare war on? Just as it worked so well to declare war on the Japanese Americans put in internment camps, now we're going to put the progressive in labor unions. And that's where I am, and that's my family. And that's why we were wearing dog tags, because our recent allies might bomb us on our way home from lunch at PS 165. And in the event that I am too burnt, that my own mother might not know me, I have a dog tag.
I was wondering.
This is about the dog tag, not my mother, but and the principal and Truman. But this is the atmosphere of my grade school and authority, where I come to question authority. I told my mom, not wearing it.
I have always been subject to authority. I was in a Catholic school from kindergarten, and they were very authoritarian. The structure was horrifically authoritarian on every level, on a real, live, physical, corporal level, and on a spiritual level. And
Corporal?
a bodily level, corporeal, or
yeah, but I'm asking what.
Level.
But the atmosphere, or actually,
they slapped me. My piano teacher had a wooden ruler, and she would beat me with it when I hit the wrong note. They had no compunctions about physically and spiritually harming you for your life. And that's what I was subject to. Catholic school, from kindergarten through high school. And anytime I stepped out of line, I was threatened with an eternity in hell, in addition to whatever other kind of punishment they could devise for me to experience in real time.
I want to reach in and pull you out of there. I just want to pull you out of that screen and onto this screen.
I'm fine. I'm right here. I'm right here.
That's it. Rhonda, who were these women that were?
They must have been very, very frustrated because they took a vow of chastity and obedience. I don't know who these women were, but if they weren't being racist, they were just being plain mean. Threaten you with a cat of nine tails. Look at you and say, oh, you're as bold as a brass monkey. That's always a cute one. You're bold as a brass monkey. Thank you, sister. And then in the meantime, the priests, which I didn't even know at that time, were diddling the altar boys. I mean, it's horrific. The authority, the way they invaded my being. So much so that I would actually wish to be hit by a car or to die after receiving the holy sacrament of a damn wafer after mass, so that I could just go straight to heaven and not have a fulfilling, free, happy existence here right on earth. So, you know, I don't put much stock in authority anymore. Authority is BS. And I love that with this latest storming of the Capitol, that at least now everybody understands how full of crap the whole American BS is. Because all of this respect for authority and family values and love of country and Blue Lives Matter is all gaslighting to keep those who are not in the 1%, the 98.5% of us in lockstep line,
So
believing
this,
all of that stuff.
I think that to admire at this moment this internet structure of resistance to it, and that the ability on look at Texas telling people to boil water with no electricity.
Texas, people are burning their furniture to stay alive. They should actually burn those damn textbooks that said that enslaved people here in America were immigrants looking for work.
Textbook, is that the one where Lee Harvey Oswald shoots poor JFK? I think that is it. That's a textbook storeroom that he shot
Texas is the one who decides what kind of BS goes into our textbooks. I don't
They
even
choose them.
understand how that happened.
That's the school board that chooses the social studies books.
That's what the joke
Yeah.
is about.
Exactly. But while they are boiling their water through channeling, they should also channel at the same time, you know, the new Green Deal. If they can get this new Green Deal to be anti-imperialist, and that it starts to clear or clean a destination at least.
I just feel so outraged at believing all of the claptrap that I was fed about America, just believing that, and all the BS about religion and the authority of the priest, going to the priest and asking the priest to absolve me of sin, when that man was probably a drunk and a pedophile, telling me to say 15 Hail Marys.
So what did little Rhonda do to what was your sin? You don't have to. Yeah, like what?
I didn't even have a sin.
Where did you get off?
I would make up stuff because I didn't know what sinning was. I'm 7 years old. I'm 8 years old. I'm 9 years old. Oh, I ate meat on Friday. That's a horrible thing. I ate meat on Friday. I didn't even know what an impure thought was, but an impure thought was a sin.
Well, I will tell you, being raised as a socialist, the level of chaos and confusion was just down to the federal government in our mail. But the science-based part of it and the evidence-based part of it, even being targeted legally by the Senate in the Smith Act and the electrocution of the Rosenbergs, and people convicted, and names I knew early were not sin names, but I knew early Alderson, Sing Sing, I knew Bedford Hills. So authority had to do with a real uneven understanding of reality. The people who were in those places were all friends of my family's, teachers, lawyers, writers, thinkers, the Hollywood 10. I mean, this was another level of confusion related to authority.
And what effect did that have on you?
Well, I saw them bars in those places on visiting days. And I saw those bars at PS 165, and I thought those bars looked an awful lot alike. So somewhere early, could have been third, second grade, I began not to want to go past those bars. I was having dreams of libraries that don't open, bars that sound. I knew that sound of an electronic click. And I just walked through school, said I was going for a drink of water, went out the back end and didn't come back until college.